welcome you to Southern California, Orange County. Take a look at the Western Conference standings. Orange County with a win can catch Phoenix. It's a logjam approaching the top four with New Mexico falling behind to Hartford earlier tonight. Phoenix very well could finish the evening in third place. And good evening, everyone. Joined by the former All-SEC striker Marion Crowder, Mike Watts on hand, and happy to have you along for what's been one of the great rivalries in the championship, Marion. It should be a lot of fun here tonight.
We're certainly poised for an entertaining match if both teams show up at their best. And, Mike, that's really been the story, is that we haven't gotten enough of the consistency. And for Orange County, it's really all been about how they started the season. In the opening, 14 matches, no clean sheets, and one of the worst goal differentials in all of USL Championship. But, Mike, structure is a key component for a Danny Stone team, and that consistency has started to take form. We've seen a bit more balance in their attack, and they've quieted the mistakes in the back. That's led to, in their last 6 matches, 5 clean sheets and a +8 goal differential.
Now think about their midfield. This is a side that at their best has a lot of different variations. Stephen Kelly's the newcomer.
Even with the transfer of Kyle Scott, I would argue that there's been big improvement in the midfield, and a key area is what Stephen Kelly brings from a box-to-box perspective. He allows a lot more creativity for players like Usman Silla and Chris Hagar because he has the ability to cover so much ground.
Conversely, think about what Phoenix has tried to put together here. It's scoring by committee. It's a defense put together by committee to this point, too.
And you know what? While there is a lot of praise that can be said, the willingness to go forward with numbers, it also makes you ask the question, Mike, who are the goal scorers? And that's an important question to ask when you're trying to make a title run. And Phoenix does not have a goal scorer in the league's top 20, but the relationships have become more clear of late, particularly as it pertains to what Hope Avievu can do with the players in front of him. A chance create Phoenix edges closer to a clean bill of health. The vertical threats continue to improve. Hope's going to step up as one of the key components to this Phoenix Rising attack.
He received a red card last league game, but is available after the disciplinary committee rescinded that card. Phoenix Rising is away to Orange County. They've played in the biggest matches in this league. You can be assured there's another big one tonight. And it's next on ESPN2.
Join our teams and coaches for the performance of our national anthem by Manila OC Jameson.
David's brother. He's in.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
Championship on ESPN from Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California. Home side Orange County, welcome Phoenix Rising. Similar records, similar stakes, both above the playoff line can make a real statement here tonight. These sides last met on June the 7th, their 35th all-time meeting. It was in the desert. Mark Formella in the 21st minute as Senge scored his only goal of the season. Charlie Dennis as well. Vukletinovich scoring a brilliant header for Orange County just inside an hour. But Senge and Dennis ultimately the winning and insurance goals respectively. A 3-1 Rising dub. Let's take a look at the starting lineup tonight, Marion, for Orange County.
Let me draw your attention to the center back pairing. No Vukletinovich tonight, which does insert Nico Benalcazar back into the center back role. Nico, much more of a ball-playing center back, and that's going to be important to note as a key for Danny Stone is to keep much more of the ball tonight than the last time these two teams met. Benalcazar stepping into that center back role does have its effects higher up the field, allowing for Stephen Kelly to step back into the mix. Expect him to act more as a forward-thinking, box-to-box midfielder, and with that balance in possession becomes the key word for Orange County.
Take a look at the starting lineup. Meanwhile, for Phoenix, under Pamadou Cobb, they bring Flood, Johnson, and Rizzo into the 11 from their last league game, although they all featured prominently in the Jägermeister Cup.
And you know what? I'm still waiting to see defensively that solidified identity, Mike, and much of that has been due to lack of availability. So actually, let me take your eye to who's available off the bench tonight. Center back Pop Marboy, after missing over 8 weeks, the captain of this team is available for selection. And then higher up the pitch, keep your eyes on the balance provided centrally as Hope Avievu has the freedom to roam in different pockets, attempting to overload one side of the field and potentially find Margarita in isolated situations moving forward.
And to your point about Pop Marboy, available for a league game for the first time since April 19th. Hope Avievu is in fact available here tonight. The former LA Galaxy player, 22 years old from Ghana, the leading scorer out of midfield for this Phoenix Rising attack. Long-standing, the highest flying team in the championship. They won the championship in 2023 from 6th place. They ultimately took down the title. It was their 3rd Western Conference championship since 2018. That 2018 game, they knocked out Orange County in Orange County in that conference final. They ultimately, a 6th place finish last year, thought they had the magic that Phoenix did the year prior. They fell out at Colorado Springs. They won the championship. They were Lone Star in 2021. One of the most exciting players in the championship, Gerald Margarita. What does he have in store here tonight? Sun setting, but the excitement is rising. A fun one here, Phoenix and Orange County for the 36th time. Brandon Stevis is our referee here tonight. Formella gets the first touch, and we're underway. It's the USL Championship on ESPN. And Rizzo touches outside for Phoenix, who wear the black kits tonight in Orange County. Turning back inside, Darius Johnson. Overlap, end line, cut back, touched wide. That's Formella in the right place at nearly the right time. Colin Shuttler, 16 starts this year, has been the go-to in goal now for a few seasons. Actually backed up current Phoenix starter Patrick Rakowski in 2022 after Rakowski backstopped Orange County to the 2021 championship. Off the foot of Formella and all the way down to Shuttler. What's this game look like tonight? You mentioned there's been some inconsistency in these sides, whether it's personnel or it's performance to this point in the year. How do you think this game plays out?
Yeah, that's a really good question because I think when you look at the results, especially for a team like Orange County, that inconsistency shows up there, right? You see big swings either way, a big win, a big loss. And so tonight, I'm expecting to see a team who wants to be on the ball a lot. That's a really good switch of the point.
Doghman, unable to win it for Orange County. Played out for a throw.
The last time these two teams met, Orange County did not have enough of the ball, so I expect that to change. And then for Phoenix the other way, there are not many teams in the championship that can keep up with the pace, the verticality, the transitional threats that this Phoenix Rising team offers. So expect moments for them to sit back a bit defensively, absorb some pressure, and look for little pockets to transition into.
There's Stephen Kelly dropping deep. Kyle Scott making the move over to Crawleytown last week. Holding midfielder who probably plays a deeper role than the way Stephen Kelly will go about it. Ultimately, those weren't course this move. Pruitt. Alcazar. Off the head of Kelly and drops to Silla. Haggard. Doghman.
Well, we mentioned that structure and probably the lack thereof for Orange County to start this 2025 season. And Danny Stone, loved talking to him, loved hearing, to your point, that that actually wasn't a counteracting move. The plan was for Stephen Kelly and Kyle Scott to play together, and that would have been a very interesting dynamic. But I do think the midfield has changed dramatically and changed for the better. There's been a bit more balance, and all that's due to the structure that Danny Stone has put back in place over the last several matches.
You mentioned no clean sheets early in the season and a strugglesome start in all competitions, 5 in the last 6 games. The results have followed. Orange County similarly last year, right after Danny Stone took over at the end of August, went on to 7 clean sheets in their last 10, only lost 1 of those games. Found that structure again. Upfield, Rizzo. Silla goes down. It appears they're playing advantage. You can see Haggard saying, forget advantage, we want the free kick.
And this all started several passes before the actual foul. And it had everything to do with Stephen Kelly dropping deeper and Nico Benalcazar. We mentioned him being a bit more of a ball-playing center back. There are going to be moments, like I said, where Phoenix wants to drop in deep. They want to absorb a bit of pressure. And so for Orange County, they're baiting that press. They're inviting them to get out of their structure a bit more so that they can unlock moments for Usman Silla going forward.
There's Danny Stone. He started the season in Phoenix last year following a stint that saw him hoist the trophy as an assistant to Juan Guerra the year prior. Ultimately fired after 18 games. Hired nearly instantaneously as an assistant in Orange County, interim now head coach. Header down, snapped right in to Rakowski. Well, you can be assured Ethan Zubak has his eyes on a goal tonight.
No doubt about it. Incredible recent news for him and his family. And thought he was going to get an early one. You couldn't have asked for a better delivery in terms of pace and placement.
Kelly, Haggard. Good winding run. Haggard unloads. Karam's back out toward Avayevu. Look it out for a goal kick. You know, we talked, make that a corner. It did deflect. Did you hear Gnarly has hot sauce now? We may.
Unfortunate for the two of us, and by two of us, I mean you.
We're gonna find out.
Hear that.
We're gonna find out at halftime whether one of us is prepared. Yeah, prepared for wing roulette with Gnarly sauce. Kowski. That is dynamic distribution. And keeper wars begins. shot their way off his line, and Formello was pressured, didn't have a chance to unleash. Do you have an appreciation for spicy food, or is that a road less
I
traveled?
do. No, I do like spicy food. But
We're going to find out.
wing hot sauce, like wing spice, is a different level, and I'm not sure that I'm prepared for it.
Orange County kicked off a partnership with the national digital food brand Food Beast, create unique in-stadium food and drink options. And, well, in terms of food, that's Gnarly's hot sauce. In terms of drinks, I imagine you could appreciate Gnarly's Dreamsicle, the fun mocktail based on good humor creamsicle, or the Dirty Gnarly, which adds adult beverage to it.
That one is not for me. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. But I can tell you that I know we're in trouble, because when they opened the bottles before the game,
Yeah.
the smell
Yeah.
just filled the room. A smell where you're like, I know I'm going to be in trouble.
Well, we'll risk it for the biscuit at halftime. It is a free kick here for Phoenix Rising. Quajo last to touch it, and this launched forward. Attempt to keep that in. Darius Johnson at the end line. That's out behind Sako. It's worth noting no Vuk Latinovic tonight for the best of reasons. Ethan Zubak is playing tonight, although his mind may be elsewhere. Our congratulations to the Zubak and Latinovic families. 2 new additions to the Orange County family, July 27th. We hear moms are doing great, and healthy babies as well. So Vuk, the center back, unavailable tonight. Ethan is, in fact, starting up front. And as we mentioned earlier, be assured he's got his mind on a goal. And I think we both know what celebration he uncorks if he manages.
No doubt.
Come on, man. It's happening in front of you. That's why you help him.
You can hear Pamadou Ka did not get the birthday gift of his dreams. He's a bit frustrated by the lack of a foul. The 45-year-old now head coach of Phoenix Rising. That's a dangerous hospital ball played squared, now picked off on the clearance by Phoenix. Give and go through Rizzo. Rolls outside to Margarita, plays in front. The slide from Brewitt. It's a disjointed moment, and Brewitt last to touch it. Will be a corner forced by Johnson.
And these are the mistakes in the back that at the beginning of this year would have ended in a goal in Orange County's net. But because of that structure, right, they have a lot more balance in their possession. And because of that, they're a bit more protected, able to recover.
And now it sets up the corner for Phoenix. Lifted short the near post. Nice tie by Quajo. Hammers to Margarita. Back through Braxton Montgomery, the 18-year-old center back from Scottsdale. Senge. Free kick to Phoenix, they'll play quick. Emmers. Emmers cuts the cross, that got knocked down. Margarita got to it and blocked. Lofted forward Margarita, and now wide from Emmers, 26-year-old who signed at the beginning of June. Mentioned Pamadou Ka, 45 years old today. We asked him about working on his birthday. He said, look, I'm blessed to do what I love. I've been given a beautiful family. It's a blessed day. He came in after a 2-year stint as an assistant at Charlotte FC in Major League Soccer. He was an assistant at Whitecaps 2 and FC Cincinnati, previously a head coach at Pacific FC in the Canadian Premier League in North Texas. Much of his career in the Netherlands. Finished his career in Portland and Vancouver.
It's a tough challenge for Ethan Zubak. On the note about Pa and his quote, I feel like it just goes exactly par for the course. I feel like we could have coaches calls with him and never actually talk about the principles of the game, just talk about his perspective of what football can do for your life as a whole and how it can change your perspective of the things around you.
Spoke a lot about there's a want to win, but there's a want to develop the person and the player of Phoenix. Hagart this time, one slow to get up.
Yeah, Steven, keep the ball here. Keep the ball here, Steven.
Phoenix on national TV earlier this year, you and I on CBS, and asked him about what it meant to play on that stage, and certainly transfers to this stage tonight. Said what a performance that the club can be proud of, fans can be proud of, and give fans a team they want to follow. Well, they haven't had any trouble scoring relative to last season. Kelly. Header snap back to the top of the 18. Stabbed over, that's brilliant. Knocked down by Silla. Just a bit out of his reach. Now cranked toward frame and up above the bar.
Stephen Kelly, 2 near perfect distributions. I actually like the idea of this one because as Brewitt is on the back stick, the recycled runs to the near post were excellent. Stephen Kelly doesn't get all the way through that one. Got to put your chest over it.
Although that is exactly what Danny Stone said he's going to bring to this equation. He's a guy who around the penalty area is unafraid to have a go. Montgomery. Much consternation. Phoenix. Doghman did well to knock it away. Partita forward. Garita. Mella tried to hold up. Back to Brewitt. Quarter hour gone here. Phoenix can move up to 3rd place with a win tonight. That despite a back line that was put together with duct tape and paper clips for the first 10 games. Orange County a win. They'll mosey right up next to Phoenix in the standings. They'll be the last into the playoff field. Kelly, Emmers.
In these opening 16 minutes, the recognition from Phoenix of when to absorb the pressure and when to send numbers forward has been excellent defensively.
It's overcooked. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Margarita This is some of Phoenix at their best. Margarita knocks it outside beyond Avievu, but stabbing inside and aiming toward frame. Go up and over. Ambitious from Johnson.
You mentioned it, though. That's a key look at the relationships and how they've blossomed of late for Phoenix Rising. Hope Avievu having a chance to act less as a goal scorer, more of a chance creator that he is. And it's really been the timing of the runs around him and the willingness to go forward from several players where he's always got more than one option. Couldn't say that to start the season for Phoenix, but certainly can now as they have climbed to the highest conversion rate in all of USL Championship.
Orange County scoops this up at a fairly dangerous position. Silla through, picked up by Rakovsky. And if you're Phoenix, your conversion rate being what it is, you don't have the big scorer. If you think about the last couple of years and some of the names they've had in this roster, having a 10, 15, 20 goal scorer is far from out of the question.
I mean, their 2023 run, top 2 goal scorers, right? 19,
Arteaga and
Danny Trejo. 19 and 15. And their leading goal scorer right now, to put that in perspective, has 4.
Haggard. Dealt with by Rakovsky. County Line Coalition used to love Patrick Rakovsky. I imagine there's appreciation, but that love has faded. Marion, you did it right. When you were playing at the University of Georgia, the transfer portal didn't exist. I mean, you ingrained yourself there for 4 years. You scored a bunch of goals. You're a legend forever. Never leave any doubt. Here's Zubak. Zubak cutting, firing. Oh, yes! What a goal for Ethan Zubak! That's one for Harrison. A lifelong memory in his first days. Ethan Zubak, a stunner. Orange County ahead.
And watch Stephen Kelly drop off. He dropped off just underneath your screen, and what that movement did is it opened up the space for the run centrally. And after that, Orange County is one of the best in USL Championship about front-facing play. They don't take many touches backwards. And they find Ethan Zubak in a wonderful pocket, a little shake of the hips, and a quality finish on what is an incredible day for him and his family.
And just like that, Dad's a goal scorer. Ethan Zubak's 5th of the season comes in the 20th minute. You'll never catch me putting actual currency on a game, but in terms of props, Ethan Zubak scoring tonight was darn near a guarantee. I would have taken that one off the board. Driven right upfield, and that created a pretty hectic moment. Phoenix, 4 results out of 8 games in which they conceded first, but only 1 victory in that span.
Two things. That goal is everything that we talked about with this Orange County team and the improvement that they've seen in the midfield, and just about how balance can actually provide a lot of creativity.
Oh, this is excellent. Margarita cuts it. Avievu among those rushing through the penalty area. That is dangerous service. Touchdown.
And then the second point to that goal is everything that this Phoenix team is made up of, which is grit and character and a whole lot of determination. This is a team that doesn't have a lot of quit to them, and you can expect that this one is far from over.
Margarita signed August 16th on a multi-year deal. Curacao Senior International. And a pretty dangerous cross of that. He's the one rushing toward the ball. It's over his head and ultimately into the hands of Schottler. Marion, I think the most interesting thing that you talked about with Danny Stone was the idea of structure allowing the ability to become creative. Now you've got the goal, and that structure comes into play that much more.
Absolutely, because now it's all about balance. That's really what this Orange County team, I felt like, lacked so much of in the opening parts of this season. Yes, they had a lot of firepower going forward at times, but because of that, they were so at risk, so exposed oftentimes in the back. The structure wasn't balanced. They weren't filling holes transitionally in the midfield. And even on the attacking side of the ball, Orange County's chances they were creating, it was exciting. You had players dribbling all at once, all over. Chris Hagart, two of the players that Danny Stone talked about benefiting the most from that, arguably two of the most creative players on the pitch. And if you can ground them in understanding that there's always got to be this duality in the attack, one checks underneath, one goes forward, one inverts, one goes wide. If you can get them to understand those principles, you can open up a lot of different options for them.
Yeah, an element of how do we make sure Chris and Usman don't think it's them against the team. It's that duality that you talk about, but the structure itself provides you that platform to move forward and create. Done a brilliant job with those two of late. Turned over by Margarita right to Doghman. And Margarita gets a foot in, commits the foul. Comes off of Zubak. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Johnson, foul. It's a quick restart. Ushered through to Margarita. Tricky stuff, Gerald Margarita. Run around the corner. Mella back outside. Back through Montgomery. Senge, who came in from LA Galaxy. He's on a deal, ties him the LA club for at least another year and a half. On loan to Phoenix at the moment. Dumped in, Margarita. Second bite at the apple. Similar result. It's a statement of intent from Phoenix. You can hear Pamadou Ka essentially orchestrating the press.
I'll tell you this much, being in that CBS game with you and Devin earlier this year in San Antonio, being on the sideline in that game with Pa, there is arguably no coach in the USL Championship that coaches with more fervor and intensity than that man. He is always teaching, always developing. Every single time a player came off the pitch, he pulled him in close, told him something tactical, told him something of encouragement, hugged him and sent him on their way. He's very invested, as you mentioned earlier, not only the development of the players, but also them as human beings, right? How they react to difficult situations.
It's intriguing. I think both clubs got the manager that fit them best out of this deal. Amadou Ka comes in from Charlotte and seems to be so steady through the pressure of one of the toughest jobs in the league. The expectations are always so high, given all that they've accomplished in the past. Certainly a different cast of characters than the one that ended up catching fire, winning the title in 23. And then Orange County, half a dozen teenagers is standard
any given week
in their 18. In tonight's instance, that's Ciota, a 19-year-old from San Diego, the youngest in their 11, but majority of their bench tonight got their driver's license in the last couple of years. And Danny Stone is a perfect fit for that. Ball touched over by War. Stabbed at inside the 18. Comes away off of Zubak, pops wide, Doghman.
And this is just gritty all the way around. Finally pops into a good area. Usman Silla does well to recognize Doghman's kept the width, and Doghman gets a little afraid of the contact, pulls back on the strike a bit. But to get back to your point, with Orange County being such a club known for development, player development, investing in the next generation of players, I could not think of a better coach than Danny Stone, who has spent the majority of his coaching career in very high-profile player development roles. Because that's not for everybody. Being a head coach and being a player developer, knowing how to walk that fine line, it is a very nuanced skill.
Because at the end of the day, Orange County is judged on winning championships as much as they are the Kobe Henrys, the Milan Olaskis, the Bryce Jameson, who's available off the bench tonight. He's on loan from Colorado, but he's already been sold, led to the Rapids over the offseason. Launched ahead, Johnson brings it in. Strong work by Mohamedou War. Bouncing ball for Benalcazar. That's where the speed and physicality, the pressure of Phoenix mounts. It was Asenge who was coming up the sideline. You're Amadou Ka calling him forward into that role too.
And that's the moment, though, if you're Orange County, you've got to recognize there needs to be an outlet a level higher, a tier higher than Stephen Kelly. Because one of the Phoenix, although the scoreline doesn't show this, one of the things that Phoenix has dominated in this game is that recognition moment, the moments when depressed, the moments when Orange County has had their back facing their own goal and they're trying to win those 1v1 battles. If you're Orange County playing with this 1-0 lead, there are going to be moments where, yes, it makes sense to build and build through all the thirds. There's also going to be times where it makes sense to skip the midfield third. Find perhaps an Ethan Zubak checking in a little bit lower so you can relieve some of that pressure.
Montgomery returns. He's It's just 18. Rizzo, 18, the two youngest players on the field feature for Phoenix tonight in critical defensive roles. Quajo, who was epic in the playoff run of 2023. Ball whipped across and into the midst of Schockler. 33rd minute tonight at the Champ in Orange County, California. The 2021 champion hosting the 2023 champion. Ethan Zubak, 3 days removed from the birth of his son Harrison, scores in the 20th minute tonight. Puts OC ahead. If they win this game, they move level with Phoenix for 5th in the championship's Western Conference. Kelly suffers the foul under Formella. That is a freight train I would not stand on the tracks in front of.
You and a lot of people.
By Amers, Avievu. You and I are both intrigued by Braxton Montgomery. Bottom of your screens, played some center back, and tonight playing it right back for Phoenix.
With the right pairing, I think that Braxton Montgomery has a lot of special qualities. I think he can be quite good on the ball. I think his vision can be quite good as a distributor. You want to be a team that builds a bit more out of the back. So much of being a young player is the consistency with which you're surrounded, and unfortunately for Phoenix, consistency has not been a word I'd use to describe their lineup choices just due to injury.
Avievu displays down. Talking to for Britt. Montgomery, by the way, joined the Phoenix Academy 6 years ago from Scottsdale, committed to NIU. That's the idea of education in person. So often you'll see young players go the collegiate route by way of digital education now, online learning. Doesn't appear that he's poised to jump into the pros on an academy deal right now. It allows him to play without exhausting his college eligibility. Launched into the area. Driven back across the face by Benalcazar. With a terrific goal against Monterey Bay. National television a couple weeks ago. Silla rolled over and lifted up above the crossbar. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Usually you pay to be a fly on the wall in those conversations, but in this instance, that's an unnecessary cliche.
I agree, just for what it's worth.
Yeah.
It's going to be the thing for Phoenix that they're going to have to look at in the second half. That's a good takeaway.
Montgomery sees Formello running centrally. A lot of orange kits surround him. Ball over now, falls to the backside. Whipped at frame, away from Shuttler. Johnson chasing back to the end line. And walked ahead by Orange County. And handed back to Asenge and Phoenix. Foul suffered by Avievu. Spent time with Pamadou Ka at North Texas. Arrived at the Dallas Cup as a youth player. Says his first time out of his native country. Avievu, 22 years old from Ghana, ended up signing with North Texas by virtue of that event in 2021. Bounces in, and now away from Johnson. So that first season at North Texas, it was hard. It took time to adapt, didn't play much, but saw and learned every day. Then year two was with Pa. He said, everything I learned in the first year is what I put into the second. I'd argue that's maybe the best season of his pro career to this point. Doghman releases down the left-hand side. Margarita left him in the dust. It's interesting, Avievu ended up at Galaxy. Joseph Paintsill, phenomenal player from Ghana, on that roster. He signed and was awestruck. Hoped to get a chance to meet him. Ultimately, they ended up connecting, and he said, it felt like I was home again, spending time with Joseph Paintsill. Paintsill, to his credit, had a double-double in MLS last year, goals and assists. It's a free kick won by Phoenix.
No, but all I want to know is a fair game. But it's not a fair game because every time they go to ground, we blow. But for us, the guy is holding in the first situation, we don't blow for nothing. I just want to know.
Give and go, Margarita. Minutes in, is this what you anticipated from Phoenix to this point?
I believe that they're being a bit too impatient. Jarl Margarita said it best, you gotta play faster. And that's gonna be the thing that they need to look at in the second half. If you're gonna be committed to this vertical type of attacking identity, especially given how structured the Orange County defensive shape has been of late, you're gonna have to go quickly. It's been far too many touches trying to get the ball into Route 1. It's been far too many touches trying to get the ball out of their service into the box. They play some of those services 2 touches sooner. We're having a different conversation, I believe.
Got a feel for Brandon Stevis there.
Better man.
Heard a member of the Phoenix coaching staff who shall remain nameless lobbying the 4th official to the effect of call it fair. Well, the center referee did just end a promising attack for Orange County. Ball lofted up and across. This header is speared to the right of the stick by Zubak.
and I know it's only halftime, but if you see subs getting up on my end, can you try to catch them before they get down to me? Because I'm
Look at the intelligence of the runs in front of Usman Silla.
No clue. Because I was gonna
Chris Hagar coming on the backside shoulder. Timbers doesn't know what to do in that situation. And because of it, Usman Silla has all the time and space to create an overload in the wide channels, a good dangerous service into the box.
Brandon, you good with 1 minute?
I think I've got a pretty good idea what stoppage time is now. Throw for Montgomery and Phoenix. It's worth noting it took one Academy game for Pamadou Ka to say he must be in the first team right now. Senge, Margarita. Margarita lost his footing. And there was a little extra there after the fact. It's been a spark plug tonight.
It tells you just how dangerous he shows up on the scouting report. If you've noticed, every single time, as we talked about in the lineup, there are going to be moments where this Phoenix team tries to get all of Orange County shifted over to one side so that they can find Margarita in isolation over here on the right-hand side. And every single time, Orange County is not taking the bait. In fact, you'll notice Stephen Kelly drifting from his central position to act as a second screen. There are often times when Margarita gets the ball, 2-3 players covering for the player defending in 1v1. It's both a compliment and a frustration.
Surely. Juries and Gus hitting ultimately brought him into the Curaçao national team. Rita from the Netherlands came up through Almere City. Games a season ago, 4 goal contributions and similar numbers this season, just past the midway point of the campaign. One singular minute at the end of the first half.
Are you getting ready for your wings?
Oh, I'm so excited, can't you tell? There's tears in my eyes just thinking about it. Tears of joy.
Or it's because you're still smelling it,
Yeah.
sitting on the table.
We play wing roulette at halftime. It's a stupid game with stupid prizes. We'll look at news and notes from around the championship and show you first half highlights, including the Ethan Zubak go-ahead. It's all coming up here at halftime. I once did hot chicken on SEC Network for a Vanderbilt game. And I have
How did
cried
that
on
go?
TV before.
You haven't?
I have.
Okay,
I'm prepared to suffer. This runs past Johnson. And will take us into the break. 1-0 Orange County at the half.
For Orange County, I think you have to applaud the attackers, and not because they've scored the goal. You have to applaud the attackers for what they've done defensively. That's been the biggest standout for me for Orange County, has been how predictable the front 5 or 6 of this team have made it for the rest of the Orange County defense. And if you're Phoenix, it's been far too indecisive going forward. They need quicker options. They need quicker decision-making in the second half.
Ethan Zubak, the go-ahead for Orange County. Gnarly and his hot sauce are about to be the focal point of our halftime. That is a real statement in the year 2025. Orange County with the advantage, Danny Stone, and the home side getting a stunner from Zubak. Wheat wings when we come back. Welcome back to the USL Championship on ESPN. Championship Soccer Stadium, and Chomp at the Champ is the best ticket in town. Orange County's own signature hot sauce in conjunction with Food Beast, one of the many things you can partake in when you come out to the Champ. Mike Watts, Marion Crowder. Marion, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't at least partake a little bit in this.
So they say.
You want to try this hot sauce because they've got wing roulette that they play at all the home games. And I feel like we've got gnarly sauce, which is made with honest-to-God ghost pepper, or chill sauce, which has a little bit of a citrus
I
flair.
literally see tears welling up in your eyes already from the smell of one of these has gnarly sauce on it.
Mm-hmm. One of the four. All right, Marion. Good news for you.
I don't know which one.
You've lost the coin toss, which means you're going first. This is a true story.
All right, well, I'm a drumstick.
Okay, get in there.
Gal. Okay, all right, here we go. I got, you know what, we just got it. Oh my gosh, I think I still won.
Is that?
No, I'm good. Wait,
All right.
no, I'm good.
We just went from a 1/4 chance to a 1/3 chance that I'm going to absolutely impale myself.
Oh no, oh no. Yeah, we probably should have napkins for this. Are you okay? I mean, mine's a little hot, but like, I don't think there's just a ghost pepper one. Oh no.
No,
Oh, no.
that's it.
Oh no.
That's
Oh, no.
definitely it.
Oh, the blood is rushing to his face. I see it. Oh wow. Yep. Oh, don't cry.
No, I'm fine.
You are on national television.
I'm fine.
You be strong.
I will.
Don't you cry. Oh my God.
All right, let's go to break. It's halftime here, and gnarly sauce will really change your life. It's the USL Championship on ESPN. I find milk in the second half coming up.
And give them a check from our Christmas in July. We're supporting our Christmas in July shirt. It says Brian Crane is from the Rescue Mission. And we're going to be giving them a check here tonight. Brian, for those who don't know about the Rescue Mission, why don't we give a little bit of a heads up to everybody that's here?
John Patterson, you've been always so gracious to us. You've been a long-time supporter of the Orange County Rescue Mission. For those that don't know, the Rescue Mission operates 8 campuses throughout Orange County for people in crisis. That's people that's going through a drug and alcohol addiction, maybe homelessness, maybe lost their job, domestic violence. We can help. So if you know anyone who's going through a crisis, rescuemission.org. Rescuemission.org. So that's what we do. And tonight we're thanking John Patterson and Patterson Auto. You guys are so grateful for us. Thank you so much for all you do. You are such a generous company. We're so grateful for you.
Join us in support
It is Pride Night in Orange County. Meet Men Alive, the OC Gay Men's Chorus. And the party ongoing here for the home side. A 1-0 advantage. Ethan Zubak, the goal over Phoenix Rising. Mike Watson, Marion Crowder. Let's get you caught up on news and notes from the USL Championship and beyond. They are presented by Tiger Balm. Over 8,000 fans packed in at the stables in Lexington. But ultimately, Louisville sees 2 goals in stoppage time from Jake Morris. Louisville among the teams on 9 points in the Jägermeister Cup that did not get in through the wild card. 7 of the 8 spots in totality for the quarterfinals, which are to be played on August 20th, belong to championship teams in the newly expanded League Cup. USL League One, represented by only Greenville Triumph. Meanwhile, Las Vegas, players in, players out. Most notably, Valentin Noel headed to New Mexico after a tremendous season a year ago.
I guess he's free.
He's free. Free Noel.
That was a good song by you, by the way.
Yeah, what a choice. Let's show you the first half highlights, of which there are many. Orange County and Phoenix. Winner of this game either moves to 3rd in Phoenix's case or draws level on 5th place. If Orange County were to go ahead. It's Hagart leading the charge here.
And as wonderful as this finish is going to be from Ethan Zubak, it's all about the movement off the ball that led to this opportunity. You saw Stephen Kelly pull out, and that allowed for the inversion of Chris Hagart centrally. And then the understanding of Ethan Zubak. I've got a guy sprinting centrally at the back line. I've got to peel off, give him an option. It's a wonderful swivel of the hips and a wonderful bend to the back post to lead Orange County 1-0. And Phoenix Rising, this was all there was to it. In their attack, it was stale. It wasn't decisive enough. And for a team who is as quick as they come from vertical perspectives, it wasn't good enough in the first 45.
And yet to put anything on target to challenge Colin Shuttler. 8 shots, 2 on frame for Orange County. Phoenix more of the ball, but nothing to show for it. Halftime here in Orange County. You'll note, no one else is having the hot sauce. It's more of a sweet treat crowd.
You sound bitter.
A tidge. Second half coming up. County Line Coalition in full force tonight in Orange County, Irvine, California. Beautiful sunset as OCSC host Phoenix Rising. Ethan Zubak with the goal, one surely he'll never forget. And Ethan and OC trying to climb into a tie for 5th place. You know, Marion, I struggle to remember this deep into a season, the conference on either side being this tight, where you can go from 8th to 5th to 3rd in a 2-game span. When you talk with coaches, get the feeling everyone's aware of these wild swings. It's just not getting caught up in them. But you never want to be the side going into a weekend going, the playoffs started tomorrow, we wouldn't be in it.
Well, I like what you brought up, that oftentimes the biggest red flag is when you have more points to catch up than you have games left to play. And there is truly not one team in the West that you could say that about.
On to the second half here tonight.
This is a bit of a different story with who's running away with it.
Charleston and Louisville appear poised to battle to the end for the Players' Shield, the regular season league-wide championship. Same as a year ago, truly. And we've seen first place in the West jostle over the last 3 weeks over 3 different teams. Coming into this weekend, it'll be Tulsa in front, but San Antonio can catch them. New Mexico 4 points back. Sacramento 5 points back. And if this result holds, El Paso, Phoenix, Orange County would all be on 23 points. 5 through 7 decided by goal difference for the time being. 30-game season, so you're looking at teams anywhere from 16 to 18 games into that run. Quajo, too far. No subs at halftime. Quajo, 3 goals, 2 assists in 2023, but 2 game winners in playoff games. From Buenos Aires, but moved to the U.S. at 5 years old. This is his longest stint at any one club. From SMU to the Galaxy, Galaxy 2 to San Antonio, Sacramento to Phoenix. This runs wide of Johnson. These are the 2 youngest rosters in the entire championship coming into the season. Quajo, a bear of thought for Ryan Doghman. Felt like he got wronged. Alas, it's with Phoenix. So for Phoenix, you spoke about sort of the offensive issue in the first half. This brought down by Emmers. Caramel for a corner. That's a better statement of intent coming into the second. Corner for Phoenix, whipped in near post, met by Orange County. Montgomery shooed away. To you, it's more of an ideas thing than it is an execution thing for Phoenix in the first half. That a fair characterization?
Yeah, it's been very predictable, right? Everything has been about getting either the ball right over the top of the back line, but it's been 3 touches too late, or it's been about getting Margarita in isolation on the right-hand side. And as we mentioned multiple times now, with the improved structure of this Orange County team defensively and the balance that their midfield has now found between sending numbers forward and protecting very key pockets of space, the transition game for Phoenix just hasn't opened up like other teams have allowed for it to. The best that we actually saw Phoenix's attack in the first 45 minutes was when they were pressing defensively, and they were picking those moments to battle 1v1 with Orange County higher up the pitch.
Kelly. That's a bit better from Orange County, dealing with what often feels like a big wave of Phoenix pressure. And they do decide to come. That's clever work from the young Colasiota. Haggard. We'll get that call. That's a goal kick. Danny Stone was on USL All Access this week. Means you should give it a listen. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. "25 minutes and 20 seconds of Danny Stone on his journey to the U.S., his time in Phoenix, his appreciation for the fans there and their support after he left the club last season, why he's a perfect fit for what Orange County is doing, and what makes the youth development at OC truly unique in the American soccer landscape." Wonderful chat. The OC gaffer.
I would highly encourage, if you're an Orange County fan, to go listen to that interview, because although, like you said, Mike, their goal is to win games first and foremost, it does give you great insight into the balance between player development and winning matches, and how sometimes those two do come to a head, and the decision-making process for how Danny Stone and his coaching staff go about it.
Push from Partita. Just a large chunk of last season. Margarita. And possessed, trying to win it back. It's a one-man pressing escapade.
And those right there, Mike, although they end up winning the ball back, that could have been very, very dangerous and unnecessarily for Phoenix, right? We saw 3 players for Phoenix going to press the goalkeeper. We didn't see the rest of the defenders step up with him.
Johnson, the cross. Orange County got the first header on it. Perhaps more importantly, the clearance.
Johnson, a player I think that can really trigger something special for Phoenix here in the second half. Electric with the ball at his feet. Very good aerially in the box. The runs, unfortunately, just not there. Not timed quite properly for Phoenix, but they do get a corner kick out of it. And they have been dangerous on set pieces of late.
Avayevu. Hit with a hope and a prayer. Up by Shuttler. Step by Quajo. Johnson had the wires crossed.
But that's much better, right? Stepping as a unit. I was alluding to that earlier, just a few sequences ago. How if there are 3 or 4 players for Phoenix who are going to step to press, but the rest of the defense doesn't step up with them, it's going to create really dangerous pockets of space for Orange County to operate. And their midfielders, the intelligence and the craft that they have on the ball, they don't need any more space to operate. So it's going to be key for Phoenix in those moments of pressing that they go as a collective.
I'd say on the whole they have on the evening.
I would agree. But I think that as you start to chase the game, that's when it becomes dangerous for players to get on different wavelengths, right? One player thinks that it is pedal to the metal, we've got to go for the next 25 minutes. And although the clock seems to be against you, you still have a lot of time in this game. And Phoenix, as we alluded to earlier, the highest conversion rate in all of USL Championship. They've proven that they don't need a lot of chances to be efficient. So be really particular about the moments you go and make sure that there's instruction behind the attackers when they're pressing, that, hey, we're with you, we're coming with you, and we're coming to win.
Free kick, take their time. Son Sako find his way into this game sooner than later for Phoenix. Like this is coming down to the wire. Avievu or Quajo. Savievu backs that header. Formella deflected back to Avievu. Ooh, Quajo threw the sombrero on him. Margarita dancing, crossing, too far for Johnson. And all the way back to Montgomery. That's Phoenix at their scintillating best.
And what did you notice about that sequence? The tempo with which every single player was going at. It was 2 touches and a pass. Even the 1v1 from Margarita was at pace, and that's what they were missing in the first half.
Rizzo couldn't dispossess Silla. An elongated stretch of Phoenix pressure. Orange County into the final third, into the area, and they found their second. Doghman combining with Zubak. It's 2-0 Orange County.
Love the decision from Doghman and the pull off of the run from Zubak. He started that run centrally, he finds himself wide, and he doesn't do too much with it. Doghman checks his shoulder and sees that he's on the backside of Timmer. And for Phoenix, the backside shoulder, tracking that run has been problematic from the start. And Doghman proves that once more.
Orange County, they've got that dog in them. 58th minute, 2-0 Orange County. They've been one of the fastest rising teams in the league of late. And Phoenix Rising is with their back against the wall, making a sub that was already pre-planned. Son Sako comes in. And a double sub for Orange County. Bryce Jameson and Koa Santos coming in off the bench. End of the night for Mohamedou War. Johnson. We're going to lose him in the orange smoke.
I'm just glad that you made it back to call the second half.
My lips are burning.
Okay.
Still.
You've stopped crying, which is a good sign.
Oh. Smarter announcer would have switched the sauce.
He would do that to me.
It's you chugging the chill sauce. Avievu. Quajo. Ciota and War came out at the previous stop. Bryce Jameson, hugely exciting 19-year-old prospect, sold to the Rapids. There were reports that a La Liga team was knocking on the door back in October. Ultimately, Jameson lands in a more familiar spot in MLS. And here he is, Bryce Jameson. Jameson off the outside of the netting. Signed with the club back in 2022, already part of an under-17 World Cup preparatory phase, part of the under-19s last year for the U.S. You throw Jameson and Dunbar into this game off the bench. You've got Tristan Traeger available for the first time in a long time for Orange County. All of a sudden, you've got more depth at the 9 than you've had at any point all year. And you've got two burners in wide areas. Could be so tricky 1v1. So Phoenix behind by 2 goals and potentially staring down the barrel of that.
The struggle point all night, especially as the second half progressed for Phoenix, has been exactly the sub I needed to see, because what I'm about to allude to is how much their midfield has struggled to deal with the proximity, the rotation of the Orange County midfielder. Stephen Kelly has been excellent tonight with his movement off of the ball. It's opened up a lot of freedom for Usman Silla going forward. They've found these different triangles all throughout the midfield and have completely run the gamut on Phoenix. And the insertion of a player like Charlie Dennis perhaps can give Phoenix Rising a little bit more control in those midfield areas. Charlie Dennis, a player who can have a lot of versatility with his game. He can drop in lower if he needs to. He can release out in the flank and provide service if he needs to. He can play link up with Hope Avievu, who has had to drop deeper and deeper as this half has progressed. And right now for Phoenix Rising in the attack, it really has felt like everything's just in isolation. And on the flip side of that, Orange County, that's been a focal point for them, trying to make sure that these players like Chris Hagart, like Usman Silla, know that they don't have to play alone. And they have done that extremely well here this evening.
Good ball into space. Doghman leaves. Whip toward frame. All that work done, and ultimately Rakowski has dealt with the Silla blast. Formella, Phoenix trying to catch Orange County on a broken floor. Quajo continues the run. Johnson. Deflects up toward Formella. High boot left something to be desired, perhaps. The USL on CBS Sports Network kicks off August with a League One Battle of the South. Newcomer FC Naples taking on South Georgia Tormenta FC. It is Wednesday, August 6th, 8 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. Speaking of League One, have to be happy for Greenville.
Yeah.
Move into the Jägermeister Cup quarterfinals, repping League One.
Repping League One, baby. I'm a little disappointed in League One, not gonna lie.
The
I
record
really
was
thought
not
that they
kind.
had some favorable matchups. USL Championship taken the majority.
In the end, taking 7 of the 8 spots in those quarterfinals. You'll see on ESPN Plus on August 20th. Both the El Clamico teams made the final 8 in the newly expanded Jägermeister
Can we
Cup.
just let them play each other?
It's literally against the rules, but it is worth
I
noting
feel like
that
we
they
should
play.
reverse the rules for them.
They
4
do-
days later.
They play 4 days later. Unbelievable.
Absolutely insane. I'm a welcome member of Defiant 1636, though.
I know you're a big fan of that supporters group now. Did not offer you a single clam-related food item. It's the only thing that missed expectation going to that brand new stadium in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I want to say a couple weeks ago, but I'm not sure that's accurate. A couple weeks ago?
Literally like last week.
Okay. This is enticing from Phoenix, ultimately broken up, only for a moment. Well, for Rising and Quajo, as Partita intervened. Sacramento may well be a favorite in that Jägermeister Cup, but they may have gotten the toughest draw of any team. They have to go cross-country to Loudoun. Brutal travel for them. Some really interesting matchups. See it August 20th, the Jägermeister Cup on ESPN Plus. Here's Rizzo, Quajo, Johnson. Johnson hangs the service snap down, and they've gotten one back. It's Sako. It's 2-1.
I told you can never count this team out. Amanuka has instilled in them competitiveness, grit, and a fight to the end. It's the movement from Quajo that actually opens up the ability for Johnson to do the little step over and find the gap. He just gets that moment of explosion and floats it into the numbers of the back post. Isan Sako, a well-welcomed form he has been in for this Rising side.
And he took Rising literally, leaps up, snaps it down past Shuttler. He will not clean sheet.
Loved everything about that sequence. The recognition from Quajo that he could provide an option, the recognition from Johnson that the defender went with him, and now the space is central, and the quick release of that service right into the run of Sako, who just had the will, the determination to go up and get that one. Very well done from the visitors.
Formella bounces outside to Montgomery, and Phoenix fleet of foot Out beyond the halfway line, Dennis battling for it. Doghman shields this out. All right, if you're Orange County, time to find out whether you've got a glass jaw. 5 wins in 8 home games this year. They've been so good. They go 2 goals up, and now Phoenix has bitten back. Various times in either team's history, they've been the thorn in the other's paw. Give and go for Johnson. Javiyevu pitchforks this ahead. Contact galore. Not a whistle to be heard. It's Brewitt making peace. Sako. Santos, acquired mid-season from Colorado Springs. Whittled out of that pressure well. Partita into the middle of the field. Doghman. Jameson. Jameson! Oh, Bryce! What a hit! Might as well take a shot if you're Jameson. 3-1 Orange County.
And again, it's been the relationship between Usman Silla and Chris Hagard. Hagard and Silla finding all kinds of pockets of space, different levels from each other, and that allows Hagard to play on the half turn, finds Jameson, and that is a man you do not want to see coming at you 1v1, because more often than not, he's going to win the battle, he's going to find the window. A pristine finish for Bryce Jameson.
Atlanta native ultimately ended up at the Barcelona Residency Academy in Arizona. Brought into Orange County in September of 2022 on a multi-year deal. They saw huge potential in Jameson. Part of the U17 World Cup cycle for the US a couple of years ago. And sold to Colorado. Loaned back for the remainder of this season. Continues to make his mark. Orange County restores their 2-goal lead, and they are looking for more. Silla. Charging forward, Santos. Javiyevu, ground down. Foul from Partita. We have not lacked for good goals tonight.
Not at all. I think it's important as well to go back to what Danny Stone told us before this match when we were talking just about how he feels his team is, what he believes has changed the most. And it's that conversation of structure lending itself to freedom and asking about the 2 players who have benefited the most from having a bit more structure so that they can have better link-up play, and it was Usman Silla and Chris Hagard, and that has been all over the profile of this match.
Not yet.
And I would add in there, we talked about it a little bit in the open, but even with the transfer of Kyle Scott overseas, a player who has played for 3 years with this club and has been so impactful on both sides of the ball. Hard to replace his defensive prowess. But Stephen Kelly and how quickly they've been able to integrate him into this midfield and the rotation, the balance that they've found with him oftentimes is the lower point. It's really starting to show itself. That's another good ball.
Santos, that nearly was a seeing eye ball through all that traffic. Dennis launches forward. Beware, hit into the concourse. Javievu orbiting around, ball bounced to him fortuitously. Corner coming, 15 minutes to play.
Yes, okay.
So both coaches just got asked. They've got multiple subs waiting for both teams. Do you want to make the change going into the corner? Phoenix says yes, they do. Damian Rivera spent last year in Tampa Bay, set to enter. Rhode Island native who's featured for the Costa Rican under-23s. Orange County preparing to get Ashton Miles in. Carl Saint-D in off the bench for Phoenix Rising. And Popmar Boy, their captain, set to rejoin for his first league appearance since April 19th. A lengthy spell out. He got in for about 20 minutes or so in the Jägermeister Cup game, a 2-2 draw at El Paso that ultimately went to penalties. Speaking of guys that they've been waiting to get back, Tristan Traeger coming in, a little more depth at the 9. Ethan Zubak did his job tonight. Scores in the 20th minute of play, and surely a goal he'll never forget.
Ethan Zubak, one of the best in the USL Championship, about finding those little seams, finding areas for a through ball to happen, and then that's just magic. He gets into space, he picks his head up, he finds his window, and his timing, his patience. An incredible first goal as a dad, I'd say.
And celebrates Harrison's arrival just 3 days ago with a goal. Big smiles. Back tallies again. Orange County go up 2-0. Phoenix responds with a Sako goal in the 68th, but immediate retribution sees it to 3-1. All the while getting Tristan Traeger back, just enormous. Starred with Charleston in 2023 en route to the final. Fell to Phoenix in that championship final. All across, Shuttler came out. It's bleacher bound. Into the area, flick on Sako! Are you gonna get a better chance than that? Pull 1 goal closer.
Good direct service from Charlie Dennis, and Isan Sako has done really well in the last stretch of matches to find the backside shoulder of the center backs, plays just between the two of them. And where fortune has typically favored him of late, does not seem to be that way, but we still got a little less than 15 minutes to go and some change. And I'll go back to my previous point. If there's a team in the USL Championship that can fight back from a deficit, it is this Phoenix Rising side. There have been multiple games where they've seen all but out, and they come back, they continue to fight. And the instruction from the sideline continues to be very strong from Pamadou Ka.
Forward by Flood. Spent part of last year in Orange County. Really spent the last year and a half wherever Danny Stone hasn't been. Danny Stone, the head coach at Phoenix, loans Flood out to Orange County. Stone ends up becoming the head coach at Orange County, and Flood returns to Phoenix.
I like how you flipped that.
He's from the Phoenix area. It's not truly a surprise to see Ryan Flood make his way back to his hometown club. That is a tough foul to give away to Charlie Dennis. About 25 yards off from goal. Could have Sako have a go at this. Certainly worse options. Dennis, one of the best dead ball set piece takers in the league. He won it. May well take it. Sako chased away. It is Dennis off the wall. Oh, that's a lot of pushing and shoving in the aftermath. Shuttler went up for it. He wasn't the only one. On first glance, I'm kind of inclined to agree with Phoenix more than anything. Everyone's just going for the ball here. Not that Shuttler feels that way at this juncture, nor his teammates for that matter.
I agree with you, Mike. Let's have a second look at it. That's a 50-50 challenge for me.
And look, is it a foul on Pop Marboy? Sure. Is it throwing Pop Marboy away? I don't know that. Pop Marboy has been sent off. They deem that a red card worthy event. His first league game in over 3 months concludes in a matter of minutes. Tom Brewitt was waving goodbye, and the referee, Brandon Stevis, brandishes a red card.
If indeed the red card was given for the foul that you and I just took a look at, and not for extracurriculars after the fact, I very much have a problem with that.
Hey, are we going to call the first show?
Listen, right? Jump against the goalkeeper, right? Somebody blew foul, right? When you want to start a fight, what happened to the guy that come and shoved him? Because he started everything. So what is happening with him? Because the guy that come and shoved him started everything. Yeah, but he started the fight.
Take a look!
Well, you can hear Pamadou Ka, his captain, just thrown out, saying the fight didn't start. May have started with the foul, be the argument on the other side. It is a foul.
We can all agree. I'll even agree with the yellow card just to keep things
civil
as this game gets late. But again, if we are talking strictly about the foul that you and I and the audience just looked at, and that being the red card, we can't speak to the after antics.
Right.
And that's a different conversation. But strictly speaking of the foul at hand, that is not a red card worthy offense.
Yeah, that's one I'd like to see the post-game referees report for. That is a massive blow to Phoenix here, not only tonight, but that'll follow them. Next game is at home on Saturday against an ascendant Birmingham Legion. It's going to get out for a Phoenix corner. They're going to have to try and come from 2 goals down and do it down to 10 men. Pedro Guimaraes coming in for Orange County. Yet another youngster in off the bench. 17-year-old, part of the next wave, they call it. Part of World Cup qualifying for the U.S. under-17s. Zip for Chris Hagart tonight.
What a showing for Chris Hagart. Thought he's been exceptional, offering different levels. The rotation between he and Usman Silla has been a key to unlocking the majority of chances for Orange County this evening.
Montgomery, Shuttler. All the way back to Shuttler. Given away by Shuttler. And Formella's shot got blocked. That was nearly gifted to Phoenix. Corner with 4 minutes and surely a decent amount of stoppage time remaining. Ball lofted across, header away by Brewitt. Ball played long. Traeger lifted up and wiped away by Rakovsky. The follow deflected. Rakovsky's there again. Orange County running rampant against Phoenix, who pushed all their resources forward in that moment. Losing by 3 doesn't mean much. They're still chasing that elusive point. Let's go back to that foul that ultimately saw Pop Marboy sent off. So he leaps up, makes contact with the goalkeeper there. Keep your eye on him. Does his hand get up and hit Brewitt? And then there's a little extra after the fact. Anything above the neck is considered automatic red card. And you wonder if that's where the issue is. Not the foul itself, but the ensuing violent conduct.
Well, what we heard Pamadouka arguing to the fourth would also support that the red card was because of the aftermath of
He said
everything.
they started the fight, right?
He said he wants to know what's happening to the guy who started and actually shoved Pop Marboy to begin with. And if I had to bet, the red card is because of the aftermath. And like you and I both agree upon, absolutely not because of that. What should have been a foul, yes, challenge on Shuttler.
Always something between these two. They're Hatfields and McCoys. Orange County and Phoenix. 36 meetings. Hardly a dearth of goals, red cards, big moments. Here's Jameson. A goal already. Whips that across. Flicked hard, frame it in. It's another one for OC. Pouring it on Phoenix. And it's Guimaraes who finishes it. It's 4-1.
This has everything to do with the structure, once again, that we've talked about. Orange County knows that they're having to absorb pressure, but in that structure, they still find a way to have an outlet Bryce Jameson is that outlet, and then in the transition, players are committed to getting forward. And Jameson absolutely lays it on a platter. A little toe poke to the back of the net. And you have to think the nail in the coffin for Phoenix Rising.
That is a 19-year-old assisting a 17-year-old in a professional game. That is an Orange County fever dream. It is 4-1. They've checked all the boxes tonight. The youngsters star again. And a 4-1 victory if they could just salt away the final minutes. 4 added minutes. Drops into Dennis. And just like that, what we thought was a impossibly close Western Conference is about to have a 3-way tie on 23 points, spanning 5th to 7th. And Orange County leaping up in part by, admittedly early to chat about it, goal difference. This will see them into 5th at +2 on goal difference and 23 points, and 1 win away from 3rd. Popped in over the top. Orange County has dealt with it. County Line Coalition might be running out of smoke tonight. They wanted all of it. They got it. Javievu. Cuejo. Dennis. Prodding Montgomery forward. Saint. Javievu, header down. Sako got a shot away, and Shuttler controls it.
County, one thing that we probably haven't touched on near enough, we've touched on the youngsters, right? We saw that in the last goal. Also, how old does that make me for saying youngsters? We'll get back to that in a minute. It also speaks to their normal center back pairing, not in the mix tonight. Nico Benalcazar stepped in there absolutely seamlessly, and I think that drives the point home even heavier, that the intent with which Danny Stone has gone about these last few weeks has become undeniable, right? That focus on the principles that they want to play with, the structure with which they want to defend, the attacking identity they want to have out of that defense. All of that has given these young players, these players who are dealing with injury and having to step into different roles, it's all giving them a framework to keep themselves aligned and going forward. And it's been an outstanding performance for Orange County here this evening.
For what it's worth, they feel Benalcazar, much like Dylan Powers in past years, ball-playing center back gives you a different look there. They look forward to having Vuk Latinovich back. He's away on much-deserved paternity duty tonight. Trust me, bro, I get it. Danny Stone has to be pleased with how it's all turned out. Hey, a reminder, the USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches, expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Busy month of July on ESPN2 for the championship, but most teams still have half a season to go, and you'll see plenty of matches on ESPN Plus as they jostle for playoff position down the stretch of the campaign. That's it. Orange County, what a result. The next wave crests with 2 brilliant goals in the second half. Ethan Zubak, a gorgeous finish of his own. 4 goals to 1 over Phoenix Rising. Tonight's Prinks Tires MVP, if there was ever any doubt. Ethan Zubak scores in the 20th minute. He's had to carry a heavy burden this year in the number 9, and Orange County's number 9 bags his 5th goal.
And now he's getting help underneath him in the wide channels. First 14 matches for Orange County, no clean sheets at all. One of the worst goal differentials at -9 in the USL Championship. These last 7 matches, focusing on structure, focusing on balance. 5 clean sheets and 7 plus 11 goal differential. This is an Orange County team that is surely finding its form.
And they move all the way up to 5th, right above Phoenix in the standings. Oh, it's gnarly. Keep this man away from me. Thing, person, mythical figure. Zubak celebrates. That's a goal for Harrison. And 4 goals for Orange County tonight, including 2 by teenagers. A 4-1 victory for OC over Phoenix. For Marion Crowder, our entire team in Irvine and beyond, Mike Watts saying, thanks for watching the championship on ESPN. Good night.